Hello, can you tell me your name and your age, please?
Sure. So I'm James and I'm 45.
Ah, do you drink at all? Do you have any alcohol or anything?
I drink not as much as I used to when I was younger, to be fair. I'm now a parent and the chances of going out on the town are less and less, but I probably maybe like once a week, maybe less than that. Yeah, so a bit, but not much.
Can you tell me if you ever heard of the brand Jack Daniels?
Definitely, yeah. Famous brand. A brand that I was really interested in when I was younger, but probably less so now.
Mm-hmm. Would you say, have you ever tried it? And if so, did you enjoy it? Any particular bits about it?
Yeah, I've tried it. Used to drink Jack Daniels and Coke, which sounds like an abomination to me now. The thought of drinking that just sounds ridiculous. Yeah, it's a drink that I did drink when I was younger and thought was pretty cool when I was younger. And I guess flavour-wise, it's fine. Like, I'm not like a connoisseur of whiskey or anything, or bourbon or whatever it is, but like, it's not a flavour that I think is particularly nice now. Like, it's all right, but yeah, not a flavour that I would go for now, probably.
Do you like the appeal of how Jack Daniels present themselves through their advertising and product itself?
So it used to. I'm not sure that I'm up to date with like Jack Daniels advertising. I think it's probably not aimed at me as much anymore now. Anyway, how it used to be was this sort of frontier, Wild West kind of outlaw feel, and the sort of history and how old the barrels are, and a sort of cowboy sort of, but linked with weirdly a sort of 90s Britpop feeling as well, like a sort of indie outlaw feel of it. And it used to be really cool. Yeah, I think it sounded really good, and that idea of a bit of history and also craft in the way that they've made it. But I don't know really how they're advertising these days.
Oh, that's right. Do you know anyone that drinks it? Any friends, family that recommend it as well?
No one in my family now or friendship circle tend to be drinkers of Jack Daniels, I don't think. I've got some family members and friends that are really into whiskey and bourbon, and they really like drinking that, and I don't think any of them would drink Jack Daniels. I think it's probably a brand that appeals more to either a younger person who is tasting things for the first time, or somebody who has gone for the brand over the flavour. I think it sells itself as a good flavour, but I think that's probably a bit of a ruse in that it's selling a brand. And I think if you're into whiskey, you probably spend a bit more money and buy something a bit flasher.
What would you say is their target audience? What would you say is like? Would you say when you're younger or older? Or
yeah, I think it's sort of. I think it's aimed at young people, definitely. I think there's probably an older audience for it. I think there's probably people who do drink it who are older, but I think it's sort of university age up to about probably like 25. And probably, even though it's illegal, they're probably sort of appealing to 16, 17-year-olds in a sort of creepy, horrible corporation way. Just because the brand feels cool, and like when you get to 45, they tend to not sell you things as being cool anymore. They sell you how good it is and how expensive it is. And Jack Daniels tends to be about how cool the bottle is and how good it looks. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
No probs.